Hi, Dr. Scott Jensen here. As a family physician, having patients pass and for me to go to the wake or the funeral is not an uncommon event. But when I'm there, oftentimes I'll leave a donation. But even more important to so many of my patients and loved ones and families is when I take the time to invest in a prayer or a thought. And during the Give, Send, Go campaign, we have had hundreds and hundreds of written prayers, as well as thousands of prayers sent our way. I want to read one prayer that really touched me. And I thought this was a little ironic because we're coming off of COVID-19. And this prayer came from Michael. And he quotes, not COVID-19, he quotes Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I have been thinking about this specific prayer for the last 3 days. I've talked it over with my wife. Why? Because of the words, do not be dismayed. I think that we've had many messages say, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. But within the context of that verse in Joshua, do not be dismayed. That's the challenge to us. As we fight against these forces that would suppress and squash messages, we cannot be dismayed. Dismayed bleeds into so many other things. We have to stand strong, not be afraid. We have to be courageous, but we need to recognize we cannot be dismayed. We have seen what evil looks like. We have seen what censorship looks like. We have seen what big tech is willing to do. So we should not be dismayed, because if we are, that's saying that we're not looking at the world with our eyes wide open. And it has to be eyes wide open. That's why we're going together forward, charging against the Attorney General of Minnesota, the Minnesota Board of Medical Practice. We're all in this together. Thanks for the prayers.